Mainly for the CTI. I do this for every brace that I fit, but and when I tell people to do it, just get in the habit of always doing it. For the CTI, because it's such a rigid brace and it sits right across, sort of right over the very front of their tibia, you need to make sure if they have any sort of weird, awkward contour, you need to make sure you capture it. So, and this is actually an old order form, but it will say they want you to find the tibial crest at 3 and at 6 inches. So wherever these dots are just randomly on her leg. What you need to find is where the sharpest part of her tibia is. So for Amy, it's sort of right there. Just a little X, and then same thing right here. Some people's are wonky and all out of shape. The CTI actually follows the contour of the tibia, so you want to make sure you capture that well. And then with this little contraption, it comes in 3 different parts. It just slides in together like this. From the outside of the leg, just so you completely miss, I mean, some people have giant gastrocs, so you just completely miss all of that. From the outside, you're just going to find the tibial measurement from the top. So you're just going to find out what number, the number that you're going to put in is the number that sort of falls on the tibial measurement line. So here we're looking at 4.4. We would do the same down here. And I'm just resting it up the outside of her leg. 4.3. And then there are 2 little triangles that actually sit on the new order forms that you just put those 2 numbers in.
Did you say those marks were at 3, 6, and 8 inches?
These, oh sorry, this is actually in the wrong spot.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
This should actually go at 6. It says it right on the order form, but yeah, they are 3, 6, and 8, and then the tibial measurements are 3 and 6.
And that's marked on the order form?
That's marked on the order form. There is, everything I've done is all marked on the order form. I know it seems like I'm saying a lot. That's why when I first show people the board, it looks like a lot more than casting, so they're like, I'm just going to cast, it looks easier. But
and you can do this for any of the types of braces?
You can do this for any of the braces, okay. Yeah. For the CTI specifically, so all of those things you're going to do for all the braces. For the CTI specifically, I'd get Amy to stand up, and you just want to find where that knee center is. You just want to take this caliper, and all you're going to do is measure the ML of that joint line. So, or sorry, at that knee center. It's not actually at the joint line. And she's at about 10.8. So you're just literally doing that, writing it on the side. It actually isn't a measurement on the order form. If you forget this to even do this anyways, it's not a big deal.
And what would you call it? What would you note? Just
I always just write ML, medial lateral equals 10.8 or whatnot. You could also call Kai and Scott the very first time you guys do this if you're not comfortable. I mean, I'm whizzing through it, so they would be more than happy.